Welcome to your magic moon message. This is the peace dealer. Oh shit. And I'm literally type of peace way. It's a good synchro. Anyway, moon in Leo, sun in Taurus, y'all. Let's talk about why this is actually a very huge deal. Okay. The sun yesterday and today is activating the Uranus cycle. Okay, the conjunction of Sun and Uranus since last year has officially begun. Every year, the conjunction of this is like a firmware update where we innovate qualities of our five senses, value, finances, investments, and this update has been happening every year, once a year, given the sun's faithful 360-degree ecliptic path ever since 2018. Okay, so relative to that, right? By the way, this is where I almost got hit by that car, and then it turns out the lady who almost hit me recognized me, and I made a new friend that day. It was classic shit. But like, yeah, so 2018 was when Uranus entered Taurus, and every year the sun would conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and that would of course be a firmware update. 2011 to 2018 we did this in Aries, so every sun Uranus conjunction awakened more innovation of our identity. For me, that was what inspired me becoming the peace dealer, if you think a radical expression of who I am. And of course now, since Uranus and Taurus 2018, this took that wave of everyone kind of stepping into this. Damn, it looks nice as hell outside, nice as heaven. And this is what now manifested the brand, right? Personally, it's not like branding opportunities weren't available before. It's not like people weren't branding before, but that marked innovation of how simply people can brand their image, their identity. And now, not only in line with crypto, with Uranus, Taurus, and Pluto, Aquarius, with AI, but also the simplicity with which now content creators, individuals can manifest, can materialize, can create. And when I mean manifest, I mean like hands-on manifestation, like actually materializing, as well as the law of assumption, aligning your will with your actions in order to make magic. That's really all magic is. Your mind is your magic wand. So it doesn't have to really be put in this box of fantasy or science fiction. You never not do it. If you've ever made a goal and allowed things to align for you to accomplish it, that's magic. But other than that, you know, despite Uranus and Jupiter going into Gemini 2024 and 2026, that will expand our vocabulary on what we could perceive and how we perceive magic. This Uranus-Sun conjunction is very key because Jupiter, since 12 years, and the last time this happened was, of course, in Pisces 2010, has evolved, has activated this Uranus cycle. So that's what makes this Sun-Uranus hit so much more different. Uranus, once again, just got activated by Jupiter at the peak third decan of Saturn, Chronos. All right, if Taurus is production, the first decan of Venus polishes out the material, Mercury puts the label on it, and then Saturn gets it ready for market consumption. All right, making sure it's regulated. So we've activated this new 12-year cycle. Let's keep it a buck. The next time Jupiter will meet Uranus will be in 12 years. And now after that, the sun has now activated this. So this is hitting so different in the sense that the accelerated quality of innovation you're getting ready to experience through the Gemini season will be unlike anything you've ever experienced. And what's really amazing about this is also sextiling Saturn and Neptune in Pisces, preparing for the 29-degree Venus-Jupiter conjunction that will also happen subsequently, which is insane. Okay, so that's why I keep giving you this magic beanstalk analogy, because this is a new precedent. The way people, like, it's taking the average of what people are used to doing. We're going to see more accounts of self-made millionaires, billionaires. We're going to see more billionaires. We're going to see, whether through financial crashes, leading way to more money. Because in some cases, it needs to get worse before it gets better. But all of this is going to support an outrageous increase in wealth, in tax brackets. And that might not really always be a good thing, but this is sowing the seeds for this innovative evolution. And now the sun today and tomorrow, yesterday and today, that have activated this 23 and 24 degrees are at this degree of mastery, giving you an awareness of what over the next 6 months you're going to activate through August and begin integrating from August to November, and then harvest from November to February. And that's where February of 2024 was where we had completed the harvest for the previous time that we had the conjunction May of 2023. And now we're activating this again. This is going to be one of the last 2 years we go through this, which is also going to be very amazing before we now have this conjunction in Gemini, the conjunction series. So with the moon in Leo, right? The moon in Leo is making a 90-degree angle. So the moon that conjuncted this during the new moon is now bearing these seeds through the ground. Of course, every 28-day cycle and every year we grow more value and quality in the natural resourcefulness of our values, and also just how hard we think we are, how real we think we are, how valuable we understand ourselves to be. And Leo being this integration point is, if you have, Taurus, this natural value, what courage begins to break through so that you can now represent this value on stage. And that's why the square to this, also including Uranus, is going to heavily challenge the courage and the passion with a Pluto opposition in Aquarius, in the midst of very extreme criticism, opposition, or maybe even obsessive love. Although this is detached Aquarius, so let's keep it a buck. This is definitely going to challenge how you not only maintain the eccentricity of your character, but also don't give in to pressure. Can you perform on stage, even if everyone is booing you or tuning you out? That is a mark of someone who is a professional and master versus an amateur that really performs just to get the crowd's reaction. Someone who knows the value of what they're performing isn't just performing for claps and boos. They're performing because of the message and quality of their performance, especially if they got paid. If they got paid, hey, at this point, you're doing your job. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind. The moon going through Leo, Virgo, Libra, and Scorpio is a social integration, preparing for the full moon in Sagittarius, the Sagittarius sign, which is going to be one of the most magical full moons we're getting ready to have this year. All right, so a lot to look forward to. It's definitely going to prepare you to also feel the passion and the fire relative to, how do I say this, where you're getting ready to pivot. And because this is also breaking the new seeds of the Taurus moon out the ground, this is also going to be charging through your heart and the electromagnetism that is, I could be wrong, that is produced by your heart, and the auric field with which your heart and brain work in tandem to keep you alive. This is going to now help you understand a greater level of charging this energy. All right, naturally. It's like a solar understanding of how to naturally charge your energy. And none of this has to be through any woo-woo spiritual BS things. It can literally just be as simple as the way you breathe, changing up elements of your routine, amongst other things, personally. Okay, I did not dox myself. Or maybe I did. But But like, yes, changing elements of your routine, putting yourself in a position to feel really what confidence and what you are confident about expressing relative to your worth and value. Well, so much of which could be done indirectly. So once we get the 180-degree opposition to Uranus with the moon in Scorpio, this is going to now begin to harvest that depth of wisdom relative to your social integration of your individual worth. And the reason why that's really key is now that the sun is sextile Neptune and Saturn, it's drawing in the previous Uranus, Jupiter conjunction point in Pisces, and it's extending forth metaphysical concepts, abstract concepts that maybe might have just been an imagination, but there's technology for it now. There's more tangibility for it. You are able to quite literally draw from this realm of imagination and materialize it, whether through, with Taurus, this is long term, so you don't want to expect things to happen instantly, but with Uranus, it might as well be, right? So with that being said, this is definitely going to moving into the moon in Virgo, charge the energy and prepare you to now come into a real experience, a tangible feel for how this energy we're beginning to integrate is going to continue to grow from the ground. Okay? The rest of Taurus season is bringing to a magnificent conclusion and realization of the mastery of your work that you have effectively built for the whole of April and May. So with this new moon, we finally hit the 90-degree angle, and you will begin to see the seeds you planted a week ago grow through the ground relative to your marked confidence and courage, expressing yourself, standing up for yourself, especially in the face of maybe extreme or malicious hate towards you. That Pluto opposition is still real. You're not a victim. If you're getting hate that extremely, you a threat. Your very confidence is threatening those who feel insecure, who need to feel better than you, and so do this, whether they're aware or unconscious of said SLB-ery. All right, WLBs. All right, so the trine Mars and Aries is also going to really focus how you could charge the direction of your fire, will, and intention. As Mars gets closer to that north node, you will be acting off of everything you're destined to do. That to me is literally the director yelling action. And you've already seen the script with the sun. You've polished up, I think I want to do this instead. And the director said it was cool. Now you're acting off of it. And, you can get distracted if you want to, but make sure you are focusing on your true path, because everyone is counting on you to do your role. Even people who are yelling at your face, disagreeing with who you are, what you're doing, they're counting on you to maintain your role, just like it's their role in that moment to be against you that they've chosen, versus people aligning with you, for you, So yeah, y'all, as the moon will also square Jupiter and Venus coming to the end, this is going to really help you account for this recent expansion, so that, now that the new moon has had you expand the quality of what in this example you perform with. Let's say you used to perform with just one guitar. Well, this new moon with Uranus and Jupiter, you got like 5 guitars now. You have a whole fucking band. All right. So now the moon in Leo is like, okay, this is the first time I'm bringing a band with me on stage. It used to just be me. So like, how does that add or shift my confidence? Do you feel me? And that's going to help you integrate this evolution of your value and prepare for one of the most magical seasons of all time. Don't ever let anyone make you forget Gemini is fucking back, baby. And this Jupiter Gemini is going to be crazy. Look, guys, if you think everything we've experienced the first 4 months has been crazy, I hate to break it to you. This is nothing compared to the rest of the year. Once we hit late May and we actually go into June, buckle your goddamn seats, okay? Everything up until this point was just to set up. It was just to let you know this year finna be crazy. But you already know that. You stay blessed as always, and until next time, peace. Oh, by the way, I've uploaded my tarot readings to my website. I stopped offering them on my website. They're back up. $50 a pop, and because of my half off sale, they're $25. You can get a 15-minute tarot card reading, 3 spreads. Holla at your boy. Peace. Peace.